Yeah, well,
because you've been very much at the centre of the community here.
yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. See that house over there that was getting built when we first shifted in? The bloke, Mackie's name, McDonald, and he asked when I come here. He was living in a caravan with his wife and 2 kids, and he asked me if I'd like to help him pull down the Wattle 2 rooms of a weekend in Lilydale. And I said, oh yeah, I suppose I could use a bit of the timber. So I go down and pick it up, and I'm working on the place, knocking it down, and this bloke comes up and he says, "There's Shifty here." And I said, "Who are you talking about?" "McDonald." I said, "I didn't know his name was Shifty." He says, "You just met him, have you?" The shiftiest bloke with 2 legs. And that bloke, he had his 2 daughters, and they shifted out because they hadn't finished that, and they shifted out to the Stone place out at Gruyere. And his wife used to work over at the milk bar. She used to make malted milks and that, and she knocked off early this day. So we went out to the house to see him, to tell him she's knocking off early, and she caught him in bed with someone. And she grabbed his rifle that was there, and old Mac could see what was going to go on, so out, and he went around the house because it was square, and she couldn't get a bead on him, so he got away. And that's as true as anything. But you wouldn't want to know that, would you? Yeah, Mac. And another thing with him, he went and bought a big. Oh, he wanted to cut the hay, because they had all the hay and it was no good. So he reckoned he was going to make a fortune. So he bought a big truck, and he hired to cut the hay. And anyway, they loaded this. They were bringing hay back, and he was having parties and singing and everything in a tent, living just in here. And he goes up this day and he loads the hay up too high. He gets it right up on the top, and he's got a bloke sitting up there with his hands out, making certain nothing falls off and holding the ropes. And anyway, he was smoking, and he dropped the cigarette down in the hay. And the ones driving the truck, they couldn't see anything. And he was making so much row in the singing and everything, he couldn't hear.